In this video, you're going to learn everything you need to know about how to build your online presence so you can earn more, grow smarter, and stress less. You've come to the ultimate video right now, the ultimate live stream. I want you to ask me anything. Come on back. You don't want to miss this. Hello, welcome one and all. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic today. Welcome to Office Hours with yours truly, your personal branding coach. I am Professor Nez, a personal branding coach, executive career coach for LinkedIn, online business strategist, business communications professor, author, speaker, and I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you with any questions, any challenges, any obstacles, anything you need. We've been doing this show for pretty much the duration of the pandemic and even before. And if you're listening to this on the podcast or watching this on the replay, we get such an amazing community here at the Nez Nation family where we come together, help each other, inspire each other, bring more humanness to this digitalness. And I'm just so excited to see you guys. So make sure that you leave your questions in the comments below. Are you struggling to start, grow your online business, scale, market, attract leads, generate clients, generate customers? Are you struggling with your job, your career search, your career advancement, having problems finding the right position, maybe transitioning into a new career? You can ask me any question you want. I've been doing this for over 25 years. I've been in the online ecosystem for a very, very long time, and I'm here to help. And so I want to help everybody. So make sure that you leave your questions in the comments down below. This is a show that we usually do for about an hour. Sometimes we go over, and of course, as soon as I go live, I have to sneeze. But hold on one second, guys. This always happens. At least I have the manners to mute myself. I mean, nobody wants to hear me sneeze. Let me know where you're joining me from, live stream chatters and live stream participants. Let me know. We are live. We're live on my Facebook page, my LinkedIn Live page, my YouTube channel, Twitter Live, and my Twitch channel. I love live streaming. I've been live streaming way before it was popular. Early adopter of Twitter Live, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, LinkedIn Live, early beta broadcaster. And it's just so awesome to see you guys. Let's see who's here. We've got Sweeney Dunstan in the house. How are you doing, Sweeney? Great to see you. CK Construction Cronies. How are you? Tom Nash, it is so fantastic to see you. I'm happy. Happy to see you, brother. Goyam, I'm going to say Goyam. He says, hello, everyone. Great to see you guys. Awesome. Yes, Sneezy Nez in the building. Yes, Tom, I know. It always happens as soon as you go live. I'm totally fine before I go live. But then, of course, as soon as I hit that live button, everything goes to, you never know what to expect on a live stream. This is something I actually teach my clients and my students as well. Edmonton, Alberta, great to see you. Yes, CK is an awesome live streamer. I love your live streams. Make sure if you're just coming in, you know what to do, y'all. You know what to do. You need to smash the smash button, as we call it here, aka that big thumbs up. Make sure you smash this out and share this out. We want to get as many people as possible that we can to come join us on the live stream chat. If you're listening on the replay and podcast, leave your questions, comments, concerns, anything in the chat. You can come back to this video and leave your questions, but you're going to get a ton of value out of this, and I appreciate you guys. I'm glad you're here. A couple of things I'd like to say as you're leaving your questions in the chat down below. Please ask me anything. This is hashtag AMA. We go live every single Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. Please leave your comments and your questions in the chat down below. I will get to them. But I have a couple of things I want to just really let you guys know about. Number one is that, we passed the 5,000 subscriber mark very recently last week. We're very, very proud of that. And I want to say another big, huge thank you to you. We're growing very, very steadily, very, very fast. I take my YouTube channel very, very seriously. If a lot of you guys might not know this, but the whole reason that I started my YouTube channel, the whole purpose of me starting my platform back in 2016 was because I was sick and tired of having my students come up to me and say, Nez, I just spent $100,000 on a piece of paper, AKA a degree, and I can't get a job. I can't do anything. That broke my heart. And I knew I needed to do something. And we have such this beautiful luxury. We have this beautiful gift of these amazing platforms and this amazing online ecosystem that we can reach millions. We can impact people with our message. We can impact people with our ability to help, contribute, and solve their problems. And so I just want to say a big, huge hug to you guys, my Nez Nation family. I'm so proud of you guys, and I'm so grateful for you guys. I appreciate you guys checking out the videos, checking out the content, and getting value from that. That means absolutely everything to me. And so I just want to say a huge thank you and a huge shout out to you. We're growing very, very fast. And you know me, I'm going to keep bringing it every single week, which by the way, if you have any, videos that you really have a heart's desire to see a topic about, or any kind of video that you have in mind that you would love to see, go ahead and leave that in the chat down below too. I love to listen to you guys. If I'm going to tell people to serve their audience, well, then I need to practice what I preach, right? And I can say without a shadow of exaggeration that over 90% of my videos come from you guys, ideas from you guys, things that you want to see. And so if there's anything that you're dying to hear about, dying to see, I make videos on how to brand yourself online, how to earn money online, doing things the real way, working the real way, the smart way, not the get rich quick schemes that you kind of sometimes see in the online space. And also how to advance your career. I help you earn more, grow smarter, and stress less. That's what we're all about, mindset and messaging. It starts with a clarified message. You'll be shocked to understand how clarifying your message can make everything better. Think about it. Getting a job, what do you have to do? Well, you have to pitch, right? Your resume, your LinkedIn profile, your cover letter is essentially your sales pitch. If that message is muddled, it's over, especially in today's marketplace. It's over. If you're trying to start an online business, or maybe you have an online business, or really any kind of business, to be honest, even though I focus primarily online because that's where I just think you need to be. I'm not saying I have nothing against brick and mortar businesses, but that's where all my businesses are online. If you're struggling to get leads, or struggling to get clients, or what have you, or customers, and sell products and services, I can guarantee you a lot of that has to do with a muddled message or an undefined, unclear message. So that's the essence of personal branding. That's the essence. It's just modern communications, period. So that's what I do, and that's how I help. So that's number one. I'm so super grateful, so thankful. Hey, we've got Seti in the house. Speaking of amazing content creators, you see, we've got Tom Nash, we've got Sweeney Dunstan, we've got CK, we got Seti from Flip Classroom Tutorials, who's just crushing it on YouTube, doing such amazing work, helping people with their educational tools and learning best practices. And so, this is another thing that I love to say about our live stream, is that you don't just get me, who has, over 20 plus years in the online space, but you also get, with this Nez Nation family, you get amazing content creators, business owners, podcasters, live streamers, executives, professionals. You get this amazing family. And so grateful for you, Seti. Thank you so much for being here. Is that Janine? I says, thanks for the great information. I want to say Janine. If I'm pronouncing that right, I apologize. Let me know how to pronounce that if I'm not saying that right. Great to see you. I don't like to butcher people's names. Miss Joyner, great to see you. Thank you so much. Please make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share this out with your tribe. So the second thing that I wanted to tell you guys, and by the way, leave your questions in the comments down below. Let me know what's happening with you. What questions do you have? And also, I love going live and checking in with you guys because I love to see how you're doing too. I know that this is a very, very trying time right now. And I'm not just talking about the pandemic, but really everything that's going on. We're getting a lot of we're probably going to get more and more as these next few weeks progress. But I know that there's a lot of divisiveness. There's a lot of there's an onslaught of, it almost feels like, catastrophic negative thinking and fear mongering going on. And so I'm here to tell you all is well. I'm here to tell you that everything will work out. I'm here to hopefully be the antithesis to that voice, the antithesis to that perspective. This too shall pass. Whatever you're going through right now, whether you're struggling with your career, your job, your business, whatever you're going through right now, this too shall pass. I promise you, things will get better. We will get back to normal. It may take a little bit longer than we expected, but look how adaptable we are. Look how amazingly adaptive we are as human beings, as business owners, as professionals. We're going to be fine. I promise you, we're going to be fine. And so one of the, I came out with a post that I did recently on LinkedIn, I think on my Instagram too, where I talked about questioning, what you're kind of feeding and downloading, from your social media sites. We're on our phones all the time, right? Or from news outlets or media outlets. Question, what are their motives? What do they have to gain? What are they trying to incite in me? What are they trying to make me feel? How are they trying to make me feel a certain way about a certain topic? Your ultimate gift, your ultimate currency is your ability to critically think about the world around you. Something I try to advocate to my students all the time, but even to my clients and even to you guys, my awesome, beautiful Nez Nation family. Critical thinking is your number one tool. So I'm not saying, you need to believe this or that. I would never, ever advocate for that. What I'm saying is to just don't be afraid to question the validity and verify for yourself. I think I'm probably the only professor on planet Earth who would ever tell their students that I want you to think that I'm full of crap. I literally say this, and this is I do it pretty dramatically too in my class. I'm not gonna be, no false. I'm gonna be as transparent as possible, right? I do it for a little bit of effect too, but I really stand by this. I don't want my students to just, swallow everything I'm saying and then ask for seconds without thinking about it, just because I'm a professor, or just because I've got all these credentials or what have you. I want them to think for themselves. So I always say, I want you to think I'm full of crap. Go verify this for yourself. Why does Professor Nez say that your message is so crucial? Why does he say you need to understand and dissect your audience? Why does he say communication? Your communication is the backbone to your success, the epicenter of your success. What does he mean by all this stuff? Why does this matter? What is he talking about? Verify this in the real world. So critical discernment is your ultimate currency. And so that's another reason why I like to go live, is just to kind of check in with you guys, say hello. Dale Roberts in the house. Yeah. Dale Roberts, how are you, sir? See what you get here. See what you get here. I just love it, man. I just love it. Yes, thank you so much, Seti. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, we got a question from CK. CK says, Professor Nez, I'm setting up memberships on my channel, starting with a 3-tier offer, the highest being $20 a month for a 30-minute Zoom call to help people estimate and plan their jobs. I do it for free now. Holy mackerel. No, you need to charge a lot more than that, CK. First of all, you got to understand, if you don't value yourself, nobody will. And, one of the things I always say, if you're doing coaching or consulting, and I'm assuming this membership program is this is hooked into your YouTube channel, or you've linked this to your YouTube channel. Is that right, CK? And so basically each member is going to be paying $20 a month, but you're giving 30 minutes of your time. But more importantly, I don't want you to think about time as being the ultimate, kind of metric for the value. It's not about time. you need to flip your mindset around this. They're not paying for 30 minutes. They're paying for you to solve their problem. And so whether that takes 30 minutes or 3 minutes, people are willing to pay. Something I learned the hard way, right? I run my personal branding consulting agency where we do a lot of one-on-one coaching, executive career coaching. And something I learned the hard way, you're not paying for an hour of my time. You're paying for 28 years of experience. You're paying for 30 years of customer service experience. You're paying for 18 years of professional speaking experience. You're paying for 15 plus years of leadership experience. You're paying for 25 plus years of online learning, education, online, business experience. And so think about that in terms of not minutes or time being the metric, but also thinking about the value that you bring, solving their problem. I'll tell you a really quick story. There was a client that I had who, bought a pretty expensive package, and I kind of felt this was a long time ago, so this was sort of early in my online business, and I remember thinking I really got to put in at least a couple hours, give this guy, even though the consultation was only a 60-minute consultation. I said, I really got to put in some time and make sure that this guy knows how much I care and how much energy, and I want to make sure that he gets more than an hour. Well, come to find out, when we were in the consultation, about 30 minutes in, he was like, you know what, Nez? I really appreciate it, man. You helped me with everything, and that's all I need. And I really don't think that I need any more help. He didn't value the minutes. He didn't value the seconds it took. It wasn't like you're paying. And I don't really like the whole idea of hourly charges anyway, but membership is different. We'll talk about that. But what my point is that make sure that you value yourself. If you're giving people your expertise, and think about this too, if you're helping people to plan their jobs, right? So their construction projects, I'm assuming, you gotta understand, these guys are making a ton of money with their projects. Most construction projects are very, very expensive. You're helping them solve a crucial problem. You can definitely charge way more than that, okay? Especially if you've been doing it for free. Holy macadamia nut. That's something I'm going to be doing some videos a lot on my YouTube channel. I'm going to be talking a lot about, I just did a video on the top 20 websites where you can earn extra money. I mean, some people are earning $200, $300, $500 a day. And I really did a lot. If you're interested in that video, I'll leave a link in the description. But it's literally my most recent video besides this one, where, it's a 45-minute jam-packed, value-driven video. I remember one of my favorite comments was from Big John from You Do It. And he was like, wow, from front to back. He was like amazed at how good the video was. And so if you're interested in something like that, make sure you go to my YouTube channel and check out my most recent video, Top 20 Websites to Earn Extra Money Online. I go through every single website very diligently and methodically and talk to you and show you what are the best websites where you can just, especially right now, where you can earn a little extra money. I'm going to do I'm doing more of a series on my channel on trying, because I'm getting this question a lot from you guys. I'm getting this demand really from you guys, and I want to deliver about, hey, Nez, I need to really scrap some cash together. I need to really try to make some extra money. I need to start working from home. I've got another video, best remote jobs you can make money from home. So I'm going to do more of those because I'm sensing the demand. And so, me as a smart business person, if there's a demand, I need to supply that demand, right? So I need to answer to that demand. I mean, that's business 101, right? Supply and demand. So, so I would say that's really, really cool. And you could take your consulting to a whole nother level, CK. So great to see you guys. Let's see here. Seti says, speaking truth again, I don't take on hourly jobs. It's all project-based, as I know what I do and can or can't offer. That way they know, and Yeah, I mean, nobody's going to value you if you don't value yourself. And CK, I'm not saying you don't value yourself. I know membership is a kind of different infrastructure, but for your knowledge and for your expertise, you can make tons of money doing one-on-one coaching and consulting. For the membership, I would say it's more of like a group coaching thing. For the membership thing, I wouldn't do individual Zoom meetings. And again, I don't know that much, so take this for what it's worth. But for the membership site, I would do more of a kind of a group oriented package where people are paying $20 a month for a specific, a specific answer to their challenge, right? And so instead of really delegating that much time to one individual, I would do for $20 a month, have 10, 15, 20 people, and then do one group coaching session where you kind of just do maybe a live Q&A and just say, hey, everybody's here together. We can learn from each other. Or maybe you do kind of like a webinar type deal for that membership where you kind of lay out, this is the sort of blueprint for a way to estimate your plan for your projects or plan out your projects, something like that. I hope that helps. I'm not sure if I'm really helping you that much, CK. I understand what you're saying. I'm trying to figure a way to monetize that further because most consults would take hours, would introduce them to my skills. Yeah, I mean, I think that if you've built your authority and you've established your credibility in that niche, I would say a way to kind of get them on board to actually paying for a real consultation. I mean, I have one-on-one packages that are $1,500, right? And even higher than that. And so, one of the things you could do is just get on the phone with them, offer a free 15-minute consult, which I do. And I'm almost starting to kind of reorient that right now as well. But one thing you can do is you could do a free 15-minute phone call. And most people, if they're going to spend over $400 or $500 on a consultation, they definitely want to talk to you first. And so, what I would do is I would talk to them, let them get a little bit more of a taste of who you are, your authenticity, your energy, and communicate in that short amount of time, 10, 15 minutes, why it would be worth it for their, time and trouble to hire you as a consultant. And I think that you can do that, CK, because I've seen you work, man. You're phenomenal. You're awesome. I've seen you on your live streams. I know that you're coming from a genuine place. You're a family man just like me. And you're an awesome part of the Nez Nation family, for crying out loud. Hello. So that is absolutely key. I'm so proud of you, man. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. Good for you. Yes, I like the webinar, and the group call is genius. Yes, absolutely. Webinar. Here's here's another thing too. I mean, what I'm doing right now can essentially be called a webinar, right? Like, I'm obviously going to have a call to action, at the end of this, which I always do, right? Like either subscribe or, hey, if you want to work with me, go do this. I mean, I'm going to be very transparent. Webinars work really, really well if you're looking to sell services and products. And also, it's a great way to build up your email list. So that's maybe something I'll do a video on too. Would you like to see a video on that? Give me a hashtag yes, or just give me a yes in the chat if you'd like to see me do a video on how to create a money-making webinar for your products and services. I'm happy to do that because essentially a webinar is a live stream, right? And I'm not really a big fan of the kind of automated evergreen webinars. At least I've never done the automated webinars. I've mostly done the live ones where I'm there. I just feel better. I feel more, I don't know. I feel more honest doing that, to be honest with you. But yeah, like, dude, that is a sick way to not only grow your influence, establish your credibility and authority in your space, but also it's an amazing way to build up your email list. And most of the sales come on the follow-up. You don't get a ton of conversions in the actual webinar, although some do. Some actually do get amazing conversions on the webinar, but it's usually on the follow-up after the webinar when you've got them in your email list, right? I mean, I cannot stress the importance of having an email list. If you're looking to quit your 9-to-5 and you want to establish an online business where you are an authority and monetize your experience and your expertise, building your own audience that you actually own is essential. Because, like it or not, we're all building on rented property here. If you're just building your brand on LinkedIn or YouTube, we're on rented property. It's not our audience. They have control over everything, right? And so building your email list is absolutely essential. And this is something that I've actually not done enough for. I mean, I've got an email list, which is pretty sizable, but I could be a lot more, and it could be a lot bigger. And it's not about numbers. It's just about bringing impact to as many people as you feel you have the capacity to serve. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that was helpful, CK. Do I see any yeses in the chat? How to create money-making webinars that not only build up your email list, but also help you sell your products and services. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, CK. I really appreciate that. Honestly honest. Thank you, Sweeney. Sweeney Dunstan. And by the way, a big congratulations to you, Sweeney Dunstan. I believe the milestone was 2 million views. Am I right, Sweeney? Holy mackerel. Congratulations, dude. Congratulations. Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Look at Seti. Seti coming up with great ideas. Absolutely. Seti's been on the show before, which actually transitions into what I was going to tell you, the second part of what I was going to say, which is we've got these unbelievable guests lined up for next week. We've got 3 interviews lined up back to back, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that if you haven't subscribed to our channel and hit the bell notifications and hit all notifications, if you're on Facebook or Twitch or Twitter, make sure you follow. If you're on LinkedIn, follow my hashtag NezNation, or just follow my profile. Go to Professor Nez, just search Professor Nez in the LinkedIn search bar, and then follow, or just click on my face if you're watching this on LinkedIn on the replay. Podcast listeners, you want to definitely make sure that you go to my YouTube channel, click subscribe, hit the bell, and get all live notifications, because we've got an amazing, we're talking powerhouse. I've got a guy named Craig Burns who's been in the film industry for over 50 years, who's going to come to our show on Wednesday. I've got a New York Times bestselling author coming on Thursday. I've got another 4-time New York Times bestselling author, Chris Brogan, who's a friend of mine, who I actually helped to get access to LinkedIn Live. He took my advice. He watched my one video that I just created very recently on how to get access on LinkedIn Live. He followed it to a T, and it worked. He'd been struggling to get LinkedIn Live forever. He followed my advice, and he got LinkedIn Live. And so he's going to join us on Friday. So I've got a 3 trifecta powerhouse guests Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. You'll obviously be getting notifications, hopefully, for that. But you don't want to miss this, because we're going to do everything live. You can hang out with us. You can ask our guests questions. Especially Chris. Chris is like an unbelievable online business guru. He's just got amazing stuff, on his resume. So, and he's actually got an amazing live show too. We'll talk about that. He's got an amazing live show that he does in several places as well. And so, we've got a jam-packed lineup next week. So make sure that you've hit subscribe, make sure that you follow, make sure that you, tune in, because next week we're going to be kind of switching, gears. I know I've been doing a lot of the live Q&A office hours. And by the way, just in case you're just joining us, you are watching Office Hours with yours truly, your personal branding coach. We go live every single Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. It's about an hour-long show, but this is just basically free coaching. It's free consulting. You can ask me any question you want, and you'll get free strategies. That's another thing too, Chris, if you're still here, is that, a lot of brands and businesses will pay for strategies. Talking about brand deals and talking about business deals and selling your services, there's a lot of people out there who are not gifted at what you can do, especially if you're somebody who creates content. Every business on planet Earth needs a video marketing strategy. Every business on planet Earth needs a social media strategy. Every business on planet Earth needs to understand, how do I even begin to get myself out there? And so you guys have the skills. You video creators, podcasters, live streamers, YouTubers, content creators, you guys have the skills that you can sell and give and charge as much as you can. Charge, don't start high. You'll be amazed. I can't remember who it was. I think it was video influencers, not Sean, but I think it was Benji who said, there were times where I would throw out a number to a brand thinking there's no way they're going to say yes. And I just figured I would start high. And they immediately said yes with no questions. And he was like, maybe I should have went higher. Don't ever forget this. And those of you who are looking to advance your career too, this is negotiations 101. It's a lot easier to negotiate down than it is to negotiate up. So start high. And if you want to know how to research, well, what number do I even start with to charge? Let me know. I can help you with that. But yeah, I mean, you guys have to understand that there's so many opportunities out there for you right now. And with the right kind of presentation and the right kind of message, the sky's the limit. The sky is the limit. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Sweeney. Boom. Yes. SETI. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. That's great, CK. I'm great to hear that, brother. I'm so excited to hear that. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, you can, there's so many ways. There's so many ways you can monetize your expertise. Physical products, I would say that the marketplace has demonstrated that e-commerce is king, right? So e-commerce is everything. It's the reason why Amazon owns the world. It's the reason why Netflix has Hollywood running scared, is because the online space is everything. And so there's all sorts of ways to monetize. And I'm going to be creating, again, as I said before, I'm going to be creating a real catalog of content that will help you to earn more, grow smarter, and stress less. I want to do that for you guys. So if you have any videos that you're itching to see a topic about, leave them in the chat down below, or you can just DM me too. Or even email me at nez@professornez.com. If you're not comfortable sharing it here, or maybe you just want to reach out to me, or maybe you want to reach out and work with me. Say, hey, Nez, I'd love to get a personal strategy. I'd love to get I'd like to hire you as a consultant. Well, you can go to professornez.com or just email me. That's totally fine, because you're watching Office Hours with yours truly. That's what you're watching. And so really, really excited about that. Really, really excited about that. Yeah. So, another way that people are doing membership sites too, is they're monetizing their Facebook groups. And so you can create a private closed Facebook group, and have like a kind of, gateway, set up where, they can pay $5-10 a month. I mean, if you're allowed to have members on your YouTube channel, I can't remember what the requirements are. I'm super excited to get to that level. Seti, you have over 100,000 subscribers. How many subscribers do you need to have members on your YouTube channel? That's like the easiest way. And you can offer perks. It's like basically YouTube's answer to Patreon. And if you don't know what Patreon is, I'm happy to talk about that too. But yeah, so a lot of people who are doing membership sites are killing it with membership sites. I know, there's one online business owner. I can't remember her name, but she has a Facebook group of, I think, 7,000 members who are paying like $47 or $29 a month. And all she does is talk about social media strategy. She goes live. I mean, listen to the possibilities here, guys. She goes live, I think, only 4 times in a month, right, in that group. And so she's been able to build this niche. I think it was a home design or home painting. I can't remember specifically, but it wasn't even a real popular niche, at least in my view. You wouldn't think you'd be able to build a membership site of over 7,000 members on a Facebook group and monetize that. And so if you can do the math, right? If you're charging them $29, times 7,000, holy macadamia nut. I mean, you're making insane amounts of money a month. That's just a month. So yeah. Yeah, I can't remember what there's definitely a barrier to entry for memberships. Seti says, yes, I've got the membership activated, but haven't pushed it out yet. Okay. I want to make sure it's spot on before offering it. I love that. And Seti then also said earlier, give, and eventually they will come to you. I've said this so many times. Go in wanting to serve and help. Start high, yes, but don't forget that the everyday family as well. I try to do both. Yes. You're talking mostly, Seti, about content marketing, which is so true. There is such a thing as direct sales, where you just want to basically say, hey, this is who I am. This is what I do. If you're interested in working with me and seeing these proven results, and testimonials are everything, you should be compiling a large amount of testimonials. I mean, even if it's just an email that a viewer sent you or something, said, man, you changed my life, which I have a ton of those, but actual client testimonials or customer testimonials and reviews are essential to every business. Yes, give. No, you definitely don't want to force yourself on anybody. And you definitely want to start with the modus operandi of I'm here to serve you. Always be serving. Absolutely right, Seti. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, so CK says 30,000. Okay, 1,000 for gaming channels. Oh, really? Ah, I did not know that. See, you see what you get here on Nez Nation Live? I had no idea. That is so cool. So 1,000 for gaming channels. That's awesome. Do you mind if I ask, CK, how many members do you have right now? Do you mind if I ask that? I'd love to know. That's awesome. And how many subscribers do you have right now? I'm just curious. That is rad, dude. Oh my God, that is so awesome. I love that. Love hearing that too. That's just great. Yeah, so I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. Yeah, I didn't even know that that you could gaming channels. That's something that's really good to know. So I'm proud of that. That's awesome. Really, really cool. Yeah. So I mean, membership sites. If you really do it the right way, and it's about building community, right? People, I know some people who have membership sites. I mean, you don't have to charge something like 29 or 49 a month, but I know some people with membership sites who are charging like $5.99 or $4 a month, right? And they've got maybe thousands of people or even 500 people. I mean, 500 people at $4 a pop is a good chunk of change per month, especially if you're a natural born live streamer or a content creator and you can get on there and it's essentially group coaching. That's freaking awesome. That's a great way. So, and there's so many, I know for a fact, there's so many different niches that you can endeavor upon when it comes to this. And so that's freaking awesome. That is so, so awesome. Very cool. I haven't rolled it out yet, but just got my tiers approved, CK says, but I'm working on my own badges and membership video. That's so exciting. That's so exciting. Congratulations, man. That's so exciting. You're going to have to check back in with us and report back to us how that's working out and how you were able to really structure that, and maybe some big mistakes to avoid or top mistakes to avoid, because that's awesome, man. You learn by doing, right? You learn by executing. So I'm really, really proud of you, brother. That's awesome. I can't wait to hear more about that. Yeah, that's killer. Oh, yeah, totally. No, it's not about subs. CK says, man, even at my low level of subs, I will make money. I believe I can use it to grow my marketing, the extra services I'm providing. Of course. Oh, yeah, that's the cool thing. It's called compound interest, baby. Compound interest. The more that you have different streams of activity, presence, revenue, they compound each other, right? And it's about networking. It's about building relationships. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten referrals from clients, or just even people who've watched my live stream. I got a client the other day. This was very recently, actually. She said, "Yeah, my husband watched your Facebook Live and he was like, you need to hire this guy." And so here I am. And I was like, "Oh, sweet. Thank you." And I was like, "Who's your husband?" Never heard of him. Didn't leave a like, didn't comment, I didn't even know he was following my page on Facebook. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Putting yourself out there is essential. It's all about putting yourself out there. Most of you are afraid to make the ask, which is natural. Most of you, you're not crazy about making that. I mean, it's a little uncomfortable sometimes, right? Say, "Hey, buy my services. Hey, buy my products." But you don't say it like that, right? You want to frame it in a way that is always catering to your audience's needs and saying, "Hey, if you're interested in going further, no worries if you're not. Take all the free content you want. But hey, if you're interested in working with me personally, or maybe getting a little bit more in-depth help with your business or career, I've got links in the description down below where you can go find out how that, we can partner up together and see if we're a good fit." And so there's ways of doing it. Yeah. But a lot of people, I notice this because I coach people and I consult with my clients who are interested in starting online businesses. They feel uncomfortable or a little icky making the ask. You got to make the ask. And the cool thing is that if you believe in what you're asking for, that ask becomes a lot easier. You can tell when you're being sold to, right? You can tell when somebody is selling something that they have zero interest in selling you, that it's just transactional. It's just about the transaction. You can feel that. None of my clients ever feel that when I talk to them on the phone or when I'm advocating for a certain service or package that I offer. None of them feel that way because I make sure that it's very clear to them that whether they buy or not is inconsequential. I love talking with you. I love meeting with you. I love networking with you. I love helping you in any way, shape, or form that I can. And so if you're interested, here are some cool things. This is what I can do for you. This is how I can help you. But you see how I do it. I do it more because I believe in what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing produces results. I have no problem asking. I have no problem charging what I charge. And here's the cool thing is that, it works. I get it. I get sales all the time. I get conversions, right? I mean, knock on wood, anything can change. But, because I'm so fiercely passionate about what I do and so confident and I believe in how I can help people, you can't fake belief. You can't fake it till you make it. This is sales 101. Selling is not selling. Don't think of selling as quote unquote selling. It's just not. Selling is creating an atmosphere of mutually beneficial communication. That's it. That's all selling is. You're communicating how we can actually benefit each other. There's a mutually beneficial relationship that can happen here. I can help you with X and you can help me, by feeding my kids, right? And so it's creating a partnership, it's collaboration, it's storytelling, it's communicating, it's just communicating your value. That's really it. And so I hope that makes sense. And I want to be as inspiring as possible to you guys because I know that a lot of you and this is true with everybody. It's not like anybody likes to, it's not like you go out and you're like, "Man, I can't wait to fool this guy," or "I can't wait to make this guy transact with me." No, I mean, it's uncomfortable it's going to be uncomfortable. That's okay. But it's less and less uncomfortable, right? If you believe in what you're doing. If you believe in what you're doing, you have zero problems asking. You have zero problems charging because you know the value that you bring, right? And so I hope that's somewhat enlightening or somewhat informative to you guys. So proud of you guys. If you're just joining us right now, I just want to let you know and remind you that you're watching Office Hours with yours truly. I am your personal branding coach, Professor Nez, helping you earn more, grow smarter, and stress less by creating your own messaging that will attract the right kind of attention. And this is a show where you can ask me anything. It's a live Q&A. Ask any question regarding career advancement, online business growth and strategy, content strategy, anything that you want. I am here. I'm at the behest of your service. I'm at your I am serving you, and I want to serve you. So make sure that you ask your questions down below. And it's so awesome to see everybody. I really, really love seeing you guys. Yes, Seti says, when you're passionate about something, people can tell. Yep, I will buy if you truly believe in what you say. But I'll also notice that's another thing too. Really, really well said, Seti from Flip Class Tutorials. They can tell. A lot of people think that they can fool their audience. You can't fool your audience. You just can't. People don't underestimate your audience. They can smell the BS cooking a million miles away. I give so much esteem and respect to my audience and my clients and customers that I would never even think twice about trying to dupe them or trying to fool them with anything at all. You've got to smother them. You've got to absolutely bury them in value and genuine authenticity. People don't buy your credentials. Don't ever forget this, Nez Nation. People don't buy your credentials. They don't buy your accolades. They buy your energy. And you can't fake. You cannot artificially create that energy that will produce and inspire action. You can't fake that. It has to come from a genuine place. When it's fueled by genuineness, you can avoid so many of the pitfalls that most business owners and content creators and brands face, which is burnout, which is lack of inspiration, lack of lack of interest in what they're doing, and quitting mentality. I mean, that happens a lot because people don't believe in what they're doing. And it's funny too. The irony is, the more you believe in what you do, the more that you follow that kind of North Star in your chest, the money comes. The money just comes. It's amazing how that works. The more you believe in yourself, the more that you're coming from that bedrock, right? Of, your coreness of core, who you are and what you value and your integrity. The more you come from that place, the money comes. It's funny how that works. The more honest and genuine and authentic and real you are, the money comes because people can feel it. Like Seti said, people can feel it. So proud of you guys. How's everything else going with you guys? How are you guys doing? Let me know in the chat down below. How's everything else going? How are you doing? If you have any other questions, leave them in the chat down below. Speaking of client meetings, I got a client meeting coming up in about a half an hour. So I want to take some last minute questions if you have any. As always, I love seeing you guys here every single Sunday. I live, eat, sleep, and breathe for these Sunday live streams. Podcast listeners, love to see you here live. If you're listening to this on the podcast, please make sure that you come check us out. Again, every Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I would love to see you here. Yes, that's another thing too. CK says, it's a long, hard road, endure to preserve. If you're looking to establish yourself, if you're looking to make money at this game, it's not quick. It's not fast. It's not, devoid of hard work. It's not devoid of sacrifice. It's blood, sweat, and tears. There's no other way around it. You got to put in the time. You got to put in the effort. I actually just did a coaching call with a business owner who's struggling with their business, struggling to get leads and struggling to get clients. And they just started. They literally just started. I mean, it was only 3 to 6 months in. And I'm like, dude, there's some companies out there that have been around for years that haven't turned a profit yet, right? This is a long game, a hugely long game. If you want to build something that has longevity and sustainability, you'll be lucky if you make good money in the first year. You'll be lucky if you make good money in the first 24 months. It takes time, but I promise you, that's why it's so important to identify what fuels you and what puts fire in your belly, because that's going to to get you through the tough days. That's going to get you through the days where you see nothing happening, because there's going to be those days. Believe you, even me, I know you find that hard to believe, but even me, there's certain days where it's like, man, nothing's happening in my business. This sucks. But if you believe in what you're doing and you understand that this is not a 2-month game, a 3-month game, a 1-year game, a 2-year game, it's a 20-year, 30-year game. Trust me when I say this, the rewards you will reap will be unbelievable and so refreshing and so awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Sweeney says, I'm doing a video right now. I'd like to have you in, Nez. Absolutely, man. I would love to. Let me know. Send me the details. You can send it over to me at nez@professornez.com. Email me the details. I'm happy to contribute if I can, brother. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, thank you, man. CK, I appreciate your honesty. Yeah, man, it's stressful for everybody. I totally agree. Right now I'm going through not only am I going through a dip in revenue because of COVID, which I'm totally fine with. I'm not worried about that at all, because I know it will come back. It will come back, Nez Nation. I promise you. Don't let this fear mongering win. You got to understand that the reason why these major established mainstream media outlets are fear mongering is because it sells advertising. It gets more clicks, right? The more dramatic, the more tragic, if you will, it gets more clicks. It's just like that, man. It's clickbait. It's really essentially clickbait. So don't let that stuff bother you. This too shall pass. And it's really important to have a wider perspective, especially right now. Please do not allow this crisis that we're going through to define you, to define your success, to define who you are and what you're capable of. You're bigger than this. We're all bigger than this. This is just one little tiny pocket, one little hiccup in the road, and we're going to get through it. It's just a speed bump. It's a pretty big speed bump, but we're going to get over it. We're going to get over this speed bump. Just persevere and stick to what you can control. There's a lot of things you can't control. So stick to what you can control, and what you can control is how much work you put into it, how much time and energy you put into learning new things, adapting, right? Evolving your skill sets, looking at different opportunities that you could take advantage of, exploiting your uniqueness for the service of others. There's so many ways to do this. And I'm going to bring it. I'm bringing the heat. I'm going to keep on bringing video after video, content after content, live stream after live stream, podcast after podcast, helping you guys all along the way. You don't have to buy a damn thing from me. I don't care. I love helping people. That is my purpose. That's my duty on planet Earth. I feel that in my bones. I was born on this earth to help and inspire. As a matter of fact, it's very selfish. It's not even like unselfish or Mother Teresa-ishness or whatever. What did I just say there? I love it more than anything. You're actually doing me a favor by checking out my free stuff and commenting and saying, hey, Nez, man, this stuff is great. Hey, Nez, you helped me. That rings my bell, y'all. That gets me more excited. That gets me more pumped. When I get messages, when I get comments on my YouTube videos or messages or DMs saying, Nez, I was this close to jumping off a bridge. I was this close to ending it all. And then I somehow, by the grace, discovered your video or discovered your content or listened to your soothing voice, which inspired me to take the right kind of action. I don't care how much money you give me. I would trade it all. And if you don't believe me, I don't care. I would trade it all. $1 billion. Trade it all. Those kinds of instances of impact. I always say this, impact is greater than income. Don't get me wrong. Money's important. But man, that is like, whoa, that's bigger than anything. I mean, that's huge. It just actually, lifts my heart to a whole nother level. I love it more than anything. You know why I love it more than anything, I think, is because I remember how powerful. I remember when I was going through my darkness, when I was in my lowest of lowest, places as a human being, how that light felt by the unbelievable creators, artists, inspirers who were able to pull me out of that darkness with their creation, with their, gumption and courage to put themselves out there. That absolutely blew me away. George Fisher in the house. So awesome to see you, George Fisher. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much on LinkedIn. Great to see you. Mahmood, great to see you on LinkedIn. Thank you so much. Yes, keep going. Absolutely. You know me, I ain't never going to stop. You know me, I ain't never going to stop. When's the last time you heard a professor say ain't? Well, this one does. I'm not your average professor, y'all. You should know that by now. Okay. CK says, I love building structures, building, absolutely obsessed with how it all works. I love to teach and I want to help workers. And I can feel that, brother. I can feel that, brother. And I'm telling you right now, you can earn enough money creating impact, doing what you love than you ever will working at a 9 to 5. And I'm not one of these dudes who denigrates or besmirches. Is that how you say it? Besmirches? Probably not. I'm not one of these people who disses 9 to 5. I'm not one of those people. I actually believe that a lot of people can be happy in a 9 to 5. If that's what they like, that security, they like that kind of sense of where their next paycheck is coming from. They enjoy their workers. It's a great company culture. That's awesome, fantastic. But dude, if you're not happy, which most of you are not happy working at the company or job that you're at, the opportunities are boundless. I'm living proof that this works. I used to teach 14 classes a semester, driving from, they used to call us freeway flyers, driving from university to university. I would wake up at 5:30, go to my first class at 7 o'clock, and not get home sometimes till 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, and then do it all over again 6 days a week. Because they don't pay professors jack. All my adjunct professors out there, holler if you hear me. Give me a thumbs up in the chat or comment in the chat. They exploit professors. Education is one of the worst institutions for exploiting their workers, exploiting the people who are on the front lines. I'll be the first person to say that. I've worked for tons of universities. They're all bad, all of them. I still teach right now a couple of classes at Chapman University, which actually, I have a great relationship with the chair there and the head of my department. So it's a great relationship. Relationships are more important, but the bureaucracy and administration of university is still abhorrent. It always has been. I don't know if it'll ever change. It'll probably change when they start, stop paying administrators $700,000 a year and start paying professors what they deserve, which they just don't. And so I'm living proof that this stuff works. I only teach 2. I went from 14 to 2 classes a semester. And the only reason I still teach, I don't even need to still teach. The only reason I still teach is because I love it. I absolutely love it. And I need that connection to my students. I love doing it. I don't even need to teach. I'm doing great in my 2 online businesses. Oh, which by the way, reminds me, Mahmood, are you still there? I'll get to you. Which by the way, reminds me that, if you're interested in going way more in depth on how to, everything that I'm talking about right now, on how to leverage and build your online expertise so that you can earn more, grow smarter, and stress less, well, then you've got to go check out our continual, consistent sponsor of our podcast show, beyondtheboxacademy.com. Right there in the ticket taper down below. I'll leave it in the show notes and in the description of this video. This is my online academy, full disclosure. This is my online academy where we have got unbelievably 5-star rated, award-winning courses that walk you hand in hand, taught by yours truly, an actual business communications professor. I'm not just some online schmuck who's like, I'm going to do courses now, even though I have 0 experience at teaching. No, I've been teaching for over 20 years. And so I have, glommed all of my expertise, all of my, years of experience into these amazing step-by-step courses. And they're all discounted, by the way. All of them are discounted. Some of these courses are marked down 60, 70%. Because of COVID, I felt I had to do that. So if you're interested in that, go to beyondtheboxacademy.com. I forgot to mention that. I apologize. Most of you guys know that that's our continual sponsor. Hey, is that Chris Jones in the house? Chris Jones Media. It was so great being on your podcast show, my friend. Thank you so much. Great to see you, Chris. CJ in the house. Hey, man, I appreciate that, CK. Thank you so much. Man, thank you so much, man. That means the world to me, brother. And I meant every word of what I said. You rock it, man. You're amazing, brother. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Persist. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be questions. You're going to stumble. You're going to mumble. You're going to fall, but always keep going. You just adapt. Always keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going and watch. The biggest sadness and tragedy is people who quit when they're inches away from success. Mahmoud says, can you share about the darkness moment as it might help others? Yeah, I've done it a million times, Mahmoud. As a matter of fact, I've got an entire playlist on my YouTube channel called Mindset Mastery. My hair's getting long, y'all. Every time I take my glasses off, a big tuft of hair comes out because my hair's getting long. I haven't had a haircut in a long time. Mahmoud, my darkest moments came, I don't know if I've said this. I know I've said this on the show a million times, but I don't know if you've ever heard me say this, but when I was, from 18 to 29, this is why I talk about anxiety and mindset on my channel all the time, because you cannot disconnect the two. Your personal and professional life are directly linked together. And if your mindset ain't right, your message ain't going to be right. And if your message ain't right, you're not going to get anything. You're not going to advance your career. You're not going to grow your business. Excuse me. From 18 to 29, I suffered from debilitating anxiety and depression, Mahmoud, and everybody else. Darkest of days. There was a time where I thought I was going to be Hamlet, to be or not to be, right? That was the question. And I was very, very close. And so if it wasn't for amazing, and I tried everything, right? I went to all the doctors, didn't do anything. I took all the pills they threw at me, made me feel 100 times worse. It was the inspirers. It was the artists. It was the writers, the bleeders, the poets, the courageous ones, the mad ones, right? That spoke about their experiences in such eloquent, beautiful ways that were so helpful. I discovered these. I was inspired by these. If you're interested in some of the life-changing books that if you're interested in anything that I'm saying, if anything I'm saying is hitting you in your chest, I've got an entire list of life-changing books that I recommend to my students all the time. I'll leave a link in the description. It's at my Amazon storefront. If you just click on my Amazon storefront in the description down below, you'll see the life-changing books, some of these that I'm talking about. And so let me get a little bit of water. But if it wasn't for the creators, if it wasn't for the inspirers, I might not be here right now. And so that's, I think, why I love inspiring. I love feeling like another link in the chain. That's all I really want to be. If I can emulate and just be even a molecule like the inspirers who came before me, who, because of their courage to put themselves out there, changed lives, that's all I care about. Money is easy. I can make money in my sleep. I'm not worried about money. If all my businesses fail, if every university fires me, I don't care. I'll always be able to make money. But impact is the real deal, y'all. Inspiring. If I fail to inspire, if I fail to help, if I fail to just, in some way, shape, or form, be some type of some kind of a glimmer of hope for anybody, that makes my whole entire life worthwhile. If I don't inspire, I'm done. Stick a fork in me. If I don't help, inform, educate, train, change lives, put a fork in me, I'm done. I don't care how much money you give me. It doesn't mean anything if I don't actually create impact. And funny enough, that's exactly how you create a brand too. I mean, it's very simple. That's how you create a business. is by actually caring about the end user more than you care about yourself and delivering high quality day in and day out and always serving. ABS. Right, Chris Jones? I said that on Chris's show. ABS. Always be serving. And you're going to be on fire. Fire, fire, fire. I don't know where that came from. Sorry. If you're just joining us right now, I just want to let you know really quickly that what you're watching is a show that we do every single Sunday, Office Hours with yours truly, your personal branding coach. I'm Professor Nez. We go live every Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time for about an hour. And I got to get going here pretty soon because I've got a client meeting coming up. But I'd love to take any last second questions, any last second thoughts, anything at all. Let me know in the comments down below. I love going live with you. Again, really quickly, we've got a ton of amazing guests coming this coming week. Best-selling New York Times best-selling authors. We've got people who've been in business for over 30 plus years. They're all going to come. We're going to be interviewing some amazing folks. So you want to make sure that you subscribe. You want to make sure that you hit that bell notification. You turn on all notifications, because I want to see you there. You don't want to miss these interviews. These are outstanding guests, powerhouse trio of guests on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, back to back. So make sure that you come join us. Make sure that you come hang out with us. Make sure that you are here, and you can have an opportunity to ask these guests your own questions. So make sure that you're here for that. Does anybody have any last second questions at all before we get out of here? It's been always a pleasure. I love seeing you guys every single week. And again, if you're interested in learning more about, working with me, or maybe you're like, hey, Nez, you know what? I love your show, but I want more. If you want more, go click on the links in the description down below. I've got, links that will send you to my website. Obviously, my website is professornez.com, but you can click on the work with me section in the tab there, and you can see the different services that I offer. But I'll also leave links in the description down below. So if you're interested in working with me, if you're interested in maybe getting a one-on-one consultation, or if you're interested in joining beyondtheboxacademy.com, that's my other business where we create groundbreaking, hand in hand, amazing courses. Again, all of these courses are, 60, 70% off because of COVID. Go to beyondtheboxacademy.com and learn more about how you can start your own brand, establish your own presence, earn money with your expertise, advance your career, build relevancy in your specific niche. You got to go check out beyondtheboxacademy.com. So proud of you guys. Love you guys so much. And again, don't let what's happening around you. Look, we're heading into a very this is going to be a time period right now, especially the next 30, 40 days, where we're not that far away. We're about 40 days, I think, away from a very cataclysmic decision that is going to change the trajectory of our country for years to come. This is probably the most heated election, even more so than 2016. This is the most heated election coming up. You're going to get a lot of negativity thrown at you by the media in the next 30, 40 days. And they're still going to compound the whole COVID thing too, even though the data suggests that we're actually doing a lot better with COVID. And don't take my word for it, verify everything. I'm not an expert. I'm not a doctor. I'm not any of those things. I'm just a personal branding coach. But, make sure that you verify for yourself. And you know what? Turn it off, man. Just turn it off. Come hang out with us on Nez Nation Live. Come hang out with us. Get some positivity. Learn how to build your brand. Learn how to earn more money. Learn how to grow smarter. Learn how to stress less. Learn how to mindset and message your way, to success in today's marketplace using real, tangible, practical tools. And so, I hope that makes sense because you're going to get a lot of negativity over the next 35, 40 days. And you have the power to make the decision that I'm not going to allow this to dictate. I'm not going to allow this to seep into my system, because it does have an impact. It does have an effect. I don't want it to affect you like that. I hope that makes sense. How many people are subscribed? I want to know how many people are subscribed. Type in subbed in the chat down below. Type in hell yeah in the chat down below. How many people have subscribed? How many people can't wait to see these awesome interviews that we have coming up? How many people can't wait to see the next couple of videos that I put out about how to earn money online? I really believe passionately about this. I'm living proof that this stuff works. And so I really, really hope that you guys will stick around. I hope that you guys will come on back next week. I love y'all so, so, so much. If there's no other last second questions here, then, that's totally fine. I wish you guys nothing but the best. I wish you guys a wonderful, wonderful week. Yes, thank you so much, Mahmood. Yeah, Sweeney Dunstan in the house. Thank you so much, Mahmood, on LinkedIn. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. I really love it, man. CK in the house. Thank you guys so much for being here. It really means a lot to me. Dale was in the house for a little bit. Great to see you, Dale. And I hope you guys got something out of this. And I really, more importantly, I hope to see you guys next time. So on behalf of the Nez Nation family, I am Professor Nez, wishing you an unbelievable, fantastic, successful week. And, I will see you guys next week. Midnight Madness. Charlie, what is wrong with you? Charlie says, I didn't know you were on for an hour. For crying out loud, Charlie dog. What's wrong with you? You know that we go live every Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. How many times do I have to tell you? Didn't you get the notification? Charlie dog, you're making me crazy. I love Charlie dog. We go back a long way. So I can talk to Charlie like that. He knows I love him. Well, hey, while you're here, make sure you smash the snatch button over there, okay, Charlie dog? Make sure at least you give me that. But yes, we've come to the end of the road. You're late. But remember that for next week, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, every Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 a.m. Pacific. I am Professor Nez, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so, so much. Love y'all.